What up, guys? Kevin here with just a quick review of Clair Obscur Expedition 33 by moi. That is French for me. It's a game that I played and beat. It is not a JRPG, and I beat it, which is very rare. It's very rare for me to beat a non JRPG because that's all I want to play. But I think they do a good job of imitating a JRPG. Looks wise, no. Character wise, no. The story, yeah, it's stupid as hell, like a JRPG. I will say that. But no, it comes down to the turn base. That turn base JRPG jank is there, and I think that's really it. Without that crazy good gameplay, this game would be like a 7 out of 10, and people would forget about it. But yeah, ultimately, this is what I think about the game. I think 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Here's why. This game, start with the things I like. Of course, the gameplay, the parries, the dodges, the jumps, the audio feedback, and just the way the game. It's really that feedback loop, especially when you do a perfect parry and you take off a bunch of health from the enemies and bosses, or one shot them that way. It's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. it's To me, it's what makes the game and what kept me moving forward. The voice actors are great. The character designs are great. The story, I can appreciate it being a pretty original story, at least to me. Um, but what else? What else? The world, I love how the world is designed. Even like the way the game works, they really do a job of like, hey, let's just push you through to beat the game, and then everything else opens up at the end, or act 3. But even then, it's just like, just go beat the boss and then you can come back. It reminds me of Final Fantasy 12, where I'm just like, all right, let me just beat the game. And after I beat the game, it was like a whole brand new game. Felt very different and very fun. And that could affect the score if I do play through all that. But we need a mini map. I need to not wander around into things that just one shot me and go, oh, I guess I shouldn't have gone there. Because I'm not about that time waste. I don't got much time to do stuff, and I don't have time to just wander around and get one shotted by things because I'm not at a level to play it. And I know there's guides out there, but yeah, this game though, 8 out of 10, man. Everyone loves it. Give it only an 8 out of 10. Yeah, this game has issues. This game has big issues for me. Um, yeah, this game, the story. I guess we could start with the story. I was intrigued. I was drawn in. Huh? Get it, drawn. I'm going to defeat the paintress. Paintress is writing numbers, and then everyone over that number is dying, and we're Expedition 33 because we're 33 years old minus what, male or whatever, and we're gonna go kill the paintress so it could stop. But towards Act 2, and of course after Act 2, when the story really settles in about what the game and everything is all about, I was like, oh, I'm not feeling that. I'm not connecting with what the story is now. I just didn't. Spoilers? Spoilers? Should we spoil it? Nah, I don't want to spoil it. But it became like a very more intimate game and story, I should say, and what's really going on. It's like, I don't care. Bad stuff happened to certain individuals, and we gotta work that out. There's some stuff dragging behind from a certain event that we got to figure out. We got to move on. I'm like, really? Really? That's what the story became to? And it also led to me not really caring about the characters because I know what I wanted to happen in this game. And it gave me the choice to do it. And I am thrilled about that. I am thrilled by the very end of the game. You make a choice. And to me, I was like, easy, 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 easy. This needs to be done. But it's at the expense of me not caring about most of the characters in this game. But it's very original as well. So story wise, character wise, again with the story, and just maybe not really care about some of the characters the way the story went. But that being said, Verso, the character who joins your party, I would say like later, halfway through the game, whatever, he's a star. I mean, it's literally Ben Starr voicing the character. He's like a fully written character that has his sorrows, but also has his hobbies and just stuff he enjoys. And he just has personality, has like a multi-dimensional personality. Besides everyone else. Everyone else is just, let's go kill the paintress. And yeah, they'll mention what they're into here and there. But I don't know, I didn't really feel a connection the way I did with Verso. And Eski's a lot of fun. And Monaco and Verso, them two going at it. Lots of fun. And you can, there's bonding points with everyone. I think once you get to 7, you max out. You get like a big brand new skill to use in your fights. Yeah, it's one of those games. The level design, I mean, the mini map, of course, this game needs a mini map. It will get a mini map. Like everyone's complaining about the game not having a mini map. I think it will end up having a mini map at some point. The world itself, it just makes no sense. Everything looks like, oh, let's make it look like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, just a bunch of swords coming out and rocks flying everywhere and just stuff that just makes no sense. There's no rhyme or reason to why the levels look the way they look besides, I don't want to spoil it, but the world you're in is created a certain way for a certain reason. But it still didn't make sense. It just looked like a Far Cry drug sequence in every level. Just very smooth brain. Oh, that looks very cool. Oh my god, this is the red level. There's like floating water bubbles. I hated it. I hated it. I hated being in this world. I appreciate the world design. There's just all these locations around a map that you can eventually fly around with Eski. But I just hated it. I'm just like, this makes no sense at all. No sense at all besides, oh, this looks cool. It looks cool. Ugh. I hated it. I really hated it. But the levels weren't too long. The end of when you get into the paintress to take out the paintress, they do that really effed out thing where like it's just a really super long dungeon, but it's just a remix of everything you've been in so far. And I think they do it to help you, like, all right, fight all these enemies to level up. And by the time you do, you should be level up enough to fight the paintress. But, yeah, I mean, that's my negatives. Music is so good, but so, nothing stands out either. The music's good, but nothing stands out. As soon as the game ends, I'm not humming anything. I don't even remember it. There's a couple times the last couple weeks playing it, I'm like, I can't even think of a song. I can't think of any of the songs in the game. Nothing is sticky. Nothing is sticky with the songs, but the soundtrack is still very good. And like everyone kind of has their own theme and everything, and it sounds lovely, but nothing like really stand like Tifa's theme or something from Final Fantasy VII. Stuff like that. But yeah, 8 out of 10 is where I'm at. It was good enough to propel me to see the end. But I'm kind of glad it's over. It might be one of these games where maybe a week, few weeks, months, maybe even years, I look back and I go, oh yeah, that's really sticking and that's really connecting with me. It happens. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Played and beat that game. and I was a little let down because it wasn't as great as 2, but man, time was very kind to that game for me. So maybe that will happen here, but as of right now, I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over it. I think it does deserve the praise that it's getting. Um, I think it's obviously going to be nominated for Game of the Year, and I will root for it at the Game of the Year, for Game of the Year, or any award that it's up for. And that's assuming just no other JRPG is going to get on there. Um, I do think it's very deserving because it is a very original game. Like everything that they did in this game felt very original and unique. And I got to give them props for that. I feel like if there's an Expedition 34 or whatever they do, though I got to say, they got to do something different. I don't think they can just do a follow up to this game and have the same. I don't know how you would do it to where it just be like, oh, we just did that in the last game. Or it'd just be like a different twist on what they did here. Eh. I'd say keep the gameplay and do something totally different. Totally different. Maybe a little bit more upbeat. Maybe something that doesn't make me want to cut my wrist after every play session. Um, but yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. People say it's their favorite game ever. I'll be like, hey, I get it. I get it. So that's my thoughts, review, whatever on Clair, Obscur, Expedition 33. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to you later. Later.